So at my job, we got a new hire, and I was taking them around and showing them the campus. There's a big picture of our founder and our group when they went public on the New York Stock Exchange. So, and there's a guy there who was one of our higher up, like I think he may have been like the CFO at the time. He looks remarkably like from the side profile, like Toby Maguire.
Oh,
I took this new hire around and I was telling her straight face. So I'm walking. I was like, yeah. And Paycom actually went live on the New York Stock Exchange the same day Spider-Man 3 came out. So there's a really cool picture of our founder and
Bully Maguire
at the New York Stock Exchange. And so we walk by and there's the thing. And like, it's kind of a blurry picture, but it's like a side profile. And if you look real quick, it looks like Toby Maguire. And she was like, oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. And I was like, yep, we just, so it's like, I'm waiting. I want that rumor to spread throughout the entire campus. People just start believing it.
Just this urban legend that
some idiot created. That's what I want.
Amazing.
Nice.
Speaking of amazing, what's up, fandom? My name is Josh.
I'm Connor.
I'm Oliver.
I'm Harold.
And today we've got a big episode. We got a lot of people here. There's 4 of us. And we're going to be talking about the hottest thing that's come out in a while. We're going to be talking about, are there more doors or wheels in the world? So I want everybody's opinion. More doors or wheels?
Wheels.
I would go with wheels as well.
Harold?
It's gotta be. It's gotta be. There's 4 to every car.
Mm-hmm.
5 if you count the spare.
Yeah, this is a Team Wheels podcast. So thanks everybody. But we're also going to be talking
Hot Wheels podcast.
Hot Wheels podcast. There's been 7 billion Hot Wheels created since 1967, and all of them have 4 wheels and 0 doors.
I don't know if that's true.
And 0 doors.
I call BS. I call BS on that one.
Yeah, there's got to be like at least a handful of Hot Wheels that have 3 wheels.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some roadsters.
Bikes and bikes, yeah.
If you're a Reliant Robin, like...
Yeah.
Now, if they were smart and if Hot Wheels sold a Reliant Robin, it would just come tipped over in the package.
Mm.
Don't talk about the...
But I'm also...
Tips over that Jeremy Clarkson drove on Top Gear.
Yeah. I'm also pretty sure that they have made some like real flashy Hot Wheels that have more than 4 wheels.
Oh, yeah.
Just
True.
Wheels car. It's just got 7 wheels.
It's just a bunch of wheels, no car.
So they make a replica of the armadillo from Armageddon or whatever. It's like got 6 wheels.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Do they make semi? It is hailing outside.
I'm sure they have. Yeah, I hear it now. It's crazy. I'm right by the window.
Hey. So the listeners going to hear it too.
I hope so. Hear the hail. But we're going to be talking about the Batman.
It'll get you in the mood for Batman. That rain and that hail.
That's right.
The darkness.
So I assume we all enjoy Batman just in general.
Yeah.
Shut up, Oliver. Only ever come on for Star Trek and Batman episodes.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you see Batman in the title, you know I'm on.
Yeah. So we've got Batman 2022 by Matt Reeves.
Yeah.
This is going to be a spoiler-filled episode. So, I mean, it's been a couple weeks since it came out. So,
yeah,
spoiler heavy.
It's halfway to a billion. Halfway to a billion right now. So it's like,
good for
yeah.
it.
Dang.
Nice.
Anybody that really needs to see it, they've seen it already.
Did it take Spider-Man a long time to hit a billion? Or
I think it was 10 days, I think.
Oh, oops.
Something like that.
I was like, maybe Batman can beat it. It's like, no. Okay, so Batman, the big thing that was this whole entire thing all hinged on Robert Pattinson. Like that was what this movie hinged on. was Robert Pattinson, because like the moment that casting came through and it was Robert Pattinson,
the true Robin.
like, people like lost it. And there was some of us that were like, we've seen Robert Pattinson in other than Twilight, and he's quite good in things.
Cedric Diggory.
And then exactly, we've seen him in Harry Potter.
If nothing else, there's that.
Yeah, just Cedric Diggory and Edward Cullen.
He definitely did not lead Willem Dafoe by a rope to his own grave, and it's not a part of his career.
No, never did that. I think you're thinking of I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. Got that. So yes. So that I thought he did a fantastic job in this movie. Thoughts?
Same. And also what they're trying to do with Bruce in general, I thought was pretty interesting. They decided not to do the whole duality of Bruce Wayne, the Playboy, and Batman. It's like they decided to do, more as like he's just this, and that's kind of it. It's like he's reclusive, and it's like he doesn't want any part of being his father's son.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like what they did with like what Kevin Conroy talks about, where he played, whereas his Batman is Bruce Wayne is the alter ego and Batman is the real, and that's what this one feels like as well.
Yeah.
Like when he's Bruce Wayne, he feels like it feels like, and the persona he gives off is he's got Airbud and My Chemical Romance is just blasting the entire time. Like that's this aura that he gives off.
It's like how everyone that's worked like retail or some sort of like customer service, they have their like customer service alter ego or like at least slightly different voice. Bruce Wayne is his customer service alter ego. And even then it's not very good.
It's day two on the job. You're still getting used to it.
Right. If anyone has worked retail, his Bruce Wayne persona is basically it's 5 minutes before close and somebody walked in the door.
Oh my God. That's accurate.
He just looks and he's just like, just like, man, I gotta deal with somebody else. I can't believe I have to go out in public. I just want to listen to Black Parade.
Shout out to Mike Kim.
This was easily the most like hot topic-y Batman we've seen in a long time, if ever. At least on screen.
Yeah.
He doesn't take the eyeliner off half the time.
Yeah.
No. I think that he's just like, Alfred, get me eyeliner that like lasts a long period of time. I just want to keep it on like all the time.
And then do a Revlon commercial halfway through.
One with it. Maybe it's a bat.
Also, Alfred has to remind him to take showers and stuff like that. It's like, Bruce, just take a goddamn shower, bro.
Oh man,
you're not my dad.
The grossly underutilized Andy Serkis for sure.
Truly,
Serkis is in the movie for like 30 seconds.
God, he's great in everything I've seen him in, and I was so bummed we didn't get more of him in this.
I mean,
he at least got the hospital scene.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like Matt Reeves knows what Andy Serkis is capable of. So, seeing as he did the Planet of the Apes movies.
Yeah.
He's just like, I'm going to have Andy Serkis, but not in a mocap suit.
Just give him a little extra stuff to do.
Let's kind of go into the cast. So if I butcher names, I apologize. We've got Robert Pattinson as Bruce Wayne, Zoe Kravitz as Selena Kyle, Jeffrey Wright as Jim Gordon, Colin Farrell as Mr. Oswald Cobblepot, Paul Dano as the Riddler, John, is it Turturro?
Yeah.
Turturro.
Andy Serkis as Alfred, Peter Skarsgård, because we always have to have a Skarsgård, and then a bunch of others.
Yeah, those are the main ones.
That's the gist of it.
And Barry Keoghan as some guy who's unnamed in the Arkham Asylum.
Oh yeah,
he's just a prisoner.
Wonder who he could be.
I wonder. Two-Face. That's who he is.
Condiment King.
But it's single face though.
Yeah,
both are the bad side.
Yeah, bad side. We do also have the dude that plays Tim Drake in Titans is also in this film. So it's a fun little
like an Easter egg.
Yeah, a little Easter egg. What is his name? I'm sorry, sir. I don't know you enough.
You're not in Titans enough.
Who was he in this movie?
He was the boy with the half face that wasn't able to beat up that one guy.
Right.
That's him. Jay, I don't know. Lycurgo.
Hey, where is this?
Lycurgo.
Lycurgo.
So yeah, he's train gangster young member is his title.
Yeah,
I see.
Tim Drake in Titans.
So we'll be Tim Drake in part 2.
That would be hilarious.
That would be tight.
He does play the best Robin, so maybe it's a thing. Maybe they're like, hey, we're gonna put the best. We technically put a Robin in the movie.
Yeah. It's like,
technically, we got one in.
It's because he was robbing that guy.
Wow.
Was he Robin, or were they just beating people?
Yeah.
So robbery was a secondary concern.
So what did you guys think of this cast? I thought there wasn't really anybody in the cast that I was like, oh yeah, no, they could have been better.
Yeah. No, it was fine.
It was solid.
Yeah, one of my sort of, maybe this is just because I'm starting to wonder if Batman movies are just not made for me. But I got a little tired of Jeffrey Wright's like consistent whisper speaking, even when he and the Batman are just in a room by themselves. Like, why can't you just like speak room volume? But other than that, everyone did fine.
Because he knows Bruce is sensitive.
He didn't want to spook him.
Did he? Exactly. Like, have you spooked a bat? They fly.
So it's like the two key folks I liked were Selena, Zoe Kravitz, and then and I did like Jeffrey Wright, like at least what they did with the characters of them and him and Bruce. The fact that they're actually a team working together and stuff like that, I thought that was a cool thing I did story wise and stuff. I guess you have to do that if you're going to take Alfred out of everything. Most of the other more recent Batmans, you got Bruce and Alfred, like they're the kind of the duo, the dynamic duo.
Yeah,
that does everything. This time they switched it between a couple different people.
Yeah, and we didn't have a Lucius Fox this time around.
Yeah. This Bruce makes his own gadgets. He built his own car. Alfred taught him how to fight.
Gadgets. He goes to Academy and basically buys his stuff. Okay, so real quick, Bruce Wayne's boots, I absolutely love. Like when he walks, they've got all like the little like gadgets or whatever. It's whenever he walks, it sounds like he's got spurs on.
Yeah.
Kings, I'm sure he bought those at Hot Topic.
Those are modded Doc Martens.
Yeah, I was about to say.
For sure. He's got blisters when he takes some things off for real.
Yep.
Okay, let's start. Before we go to things that we liked about it, let's get the big stuff out of the way. What were some of the things you did not enjoy about the film? Like gripes. What were some of your gripes? Mine was, I don't know why Bruce Wayne had his shirt off in his own house when he's moving a table. I was like, why does Robert Pattinson have his shirt off? I don't understand.
It's called fan service, King.
Yeah, I mean, it's like we watch anime, right?
Yeah, okay, I understand, but it would have been any other scene. It's just really bizarre that he's just like, move this table shirtless.
The only reason I got a shirt on right now is because I'm talking to you guys. I mean, nobody wants to see. I'm shirtless most of the time. I'm at my house, So
that's funny.
Yeah, and also, I guess, why would he even in that same scene, like, why would he go and like physically like spray paint his own floor and do all that other stuff?
Yeah,
his housekeeper's gonna come in and see all that stuff.
That part made me a little upset. As someone that likes to make as little mess as possible, I was like, why is this necessary? You have paper, probably.
Yeah.
You do you have string? You could do like
it's corkboard, man. It's like
It was like the narrative way to show like he's like becoming unhinged is what it felt like, but it was like so heavy handed. I'm like, dude, come on.
Yeah.
So I did a big eye roll at that part, and then the GoPros that they shot the squirrel suit with, I kind of had qualms with.
Yeah.
I was like ugh. But I did think the end of that scene kind of redeemed it. It's like he's new to this, and so he completely beefs it. Everybody in the theater laughed.
That was so good. It's so awesome. Unexpected.
So unexpected, and yet he just there's like a little limp. It's like I didn't break no bones. I didn't do anything. Just got just kind of tore my ACL or something.
Right.
Something has nothing to do with the actual injury.
That was pretty funny. But yeah, that flying squirrel suit with the view looking at him, I was like, this is maybe the low point of the movie for me.
When he first goes out on that balcony, I wanted him to be like, shit, like, because he goes, like, it would have been hilarious if Batman was just like, oh,
just a quick, oh no.
I kind of like, I understand. I do like that they gave him like something that is based in reality, because I do like that this Batman is more based in reality.
Yeah.
Some of the other ones, like, Batman with just being able to go like flick like this, and like this is really thin like thing, and he's able to do a glide deal. That's stupid. Yeah. Like I always hated that. I was like, that is not going to support your body weight. You were gonna fall to your death, sir. Like, like, oh, this is real because we have these.
This is actual squirrel suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Red Bull, man. Freaking Jeb Corliss.
There you go.
Like, I don't know what he was doing too. Like when he goes down, because like the bus is like, he definitely pulls that way too late. It's like, why would you even? There's no in that. You knew you were gonna get hit. Maybe that's how he feels. He has to have pain in order to feel. Let's face it, because he's been alone since the day he was born.
Wow. Our scars remind us that the past is real, Josh. You know that.
Yeah. What's that song? Pain without love. Pain can't get enough pain. I like it rough because I'd rather feel pain than nothing at all.
Wow.
That was his era growing up, right?
Yeah.
It was like 2005 was his like growing up era.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
It fits.
There were a few moments writing wise that were just so like aggressively Batman-ish that they almost felt like they had taken the lines from the Lego Batman movie. Like when the guy is like when it's like the post-funeral thing with the bomb around the guy's neck, he's got the 3 riddles. What the answer to the first riddle was justice.
Mm-hmm.
I was really, really hoping for Batman to just have that be the answer for all 3 of the riddles.
That would have been interesting. Yeah, it's like justice. What is the answer is bribes. No, it's justice. It can be paid for.
It's justice. Well, why would it be justice? That doesn't make any sense with the riddle. It has to be justice.
Also within that scene, it's like the fact that it's like the bombs are ready to go off. It's like the guy's not willing to answer anything. He's not willing to answer the question or whatever. It's like Batman's like, scoot back a little bit. Scoot back just a little bit.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, jump back, my king. Like, you're going to get blown to bits.
He is right in that guy's face the entire.
I'm like, dude. And he's like, I didn't even think about that. That's true.
Yeah.
He puts like his arm up for like a split second, and that saves him from any sort of burns on his face.
Yeah.
Bro.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, I don't know. There were a few moments that I just feel like landed not the way that they were intended to. Like at the very beginning when like Batman is just sort of standing there with a bunch of like just with the other cops, it landed as like funny as just this random like younger guy in a bat suit standing in this crime scene with a bunch of cops around him, and he's just allowed to be there.
Jim keeps vouching for him.
Yeah,
I will say I like that scene when the guy's like, "Excuse me," he's like Bruce Wayne is just like standing here and be like,
Let me just slide by you there, Batman.
There are other people that matter. I must move out of the
way. Yeah. He's like, how do we know he's not involved? He's a Goran vigilante, Jim. How do we know he's not involved? He's not involved because the thing's for him.
He's like,
but how do you know he didn't send it to himself to solve his own crime?
Found the body, It's like, I would have hit it a little bit better than just here.
Yeah.
The whole bit with the that opening bit where you first meet Paul Dano, and he murders. It is really cool because like when you see that, you're like, yeah, no, the Riddler is not this like big strong man who's just gonna like snap some guy's neck. I like that they made him just like, yeah, he's just a guy.
Just some like accountant guy.
Not really strong. So like when he like tries to beat people, it like takes him a while.
Yeah. He's like he has to use the element of surprise, otherwise he's screwed, right?
Yeah. High intelligence, low strength.
He's critting his stealth for sure.
Yeah.
That's like if when you have like a wizard or a mage and they have to use their staff like as a weapon in D, that's basically what that is. It's gonna take a lot.
He's rolling an unarmed attack.
This is a D4. I got
literally not we usually use it for, but it's what you need.
I spell slots and I can't use any cantrip. I'm just gonna hit him with my fists.
All right. So other things I may not have liked. So Bruce's attitude towards freaking Alfred, man. This is your adopted dad, man. It's like you're doing the whole like you're not my dad related stuff. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Even though he gets past that at the end, I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah. One thread that I kind of feel like they just kind of left open ended because there's this whole like plot of like Bruce Wayne kind of realizing that his dad was involved in some shady stuff and like the money that was supposed to go toward like actually bettering Gotham is just getting handed out to like mob bosses basically. And I wanted there to be a moment of him being like, as Bruce Wayne, I need to like redeem this situation.
Some like absolution.
Yeah. And like, I get that like as Batman, he kind of has the shift from I'm just fighting people because I'm angry and depressed and I want to be vengeance to I want to be an actual active agent for good. That's fine. But I would have liked to see him become like slightly more comfortable as Bruce Wayne.
Yeah. I hear you on that.
My thing with that is we don't know a lot about what's going on with Bruce Wayne other than he may or may not be becoming poor. Like that was like that whole bit was like the lawyers are here to talk about stuff. It's like you're gonna lose everything. And I'm like, is Bruce Wayne gonna be poor now? Like,
so we're actually continuing from Dark Knight Rises or whatever.
Have him in Wayne Manor. He lives in like Wayne Tower. Like much like somebody that lives in New York. That doesn't actually live in New York. But yeah, like kind of like that. Like he's in the tower the entire time. So like he doesn't even have Wayne Manor. It overlooks a seedy full of.
Let's see. I think Wayne Manor is the old Wayne Manor was the orphanage. I think they gave that to
town.
Yeah, it's like that orphanage that's all run down and stuff. That's the old Wayne Manor. I think they donated it, whatever, then moved to the tower.
I mean, that's cool. I mean, he's in the tower, so it's like when the lawyer's there, it's like, what's going on? Like, in danger of losing like his fortune, like where they were like, bro, you spend too much time at Hot Topic, like
bad investments in Hot Topic. It's Spencer's.
No, Spencer's has too many gag gifts.
That's where he gets all his gadgets, bro.
I know, yeah. It's like this is all from BDSM thing,
He accidentally.
That's rich.
He's like, I've got like, don't worry, Commissioner. I've got the cuffs, and he pulls them out, and they've got like fuzzy. He's like, oh,
pink fuzzy handcuffs.
Oh, sorry, no, I mean wrong.
These will work too.
Selena been messing with my utility belt here.
What did you guys think of like the romancy stuff between he and Selena?
At first glance, I wasn't really sure if it felt earned. But I also know like there's a certain element of which like I don't really understand the mind of like a vigilante. So if Selena Kyle, who is also sort of a vigilante, meets someone else that is like coincidentally doing kind of the same shtick, there is going to be like more of a connection there.
Because when a vigilante and a vigilante love each other very much,
exactly.
Out Cassandra Cain, and there you go.
There you go.
Yep, and the Huntress, right?
Yeah. When a Batman and a Catwoman love each other a lot, then out pops the Huntress.
Exactly.
That's a comic book reference for you kids out there.
It's like Silver Age stuff too, right?
Is Huntress still around?
I think she is, but I think the Batman and Catwoman being her parents, I think, is a Silver Age thing.
When you have a Batman and a Catwoman, you get a spoiler.
There you go.
Wow.
Another.
We're nerds, fellas.
So let's talk about the best part of this movie. Tim Drake was in it, and when I saw him on screen, I was like, "That's Tim Drake." Right,
yep.
That's Tim Drake. That's a guy from Titans. He's working undercover. I was kind of open. I thought that would have been hilarious. Just like, no way, he's actually got Robin. We just didn't tell you he was in the movie. We just put him in here. We also skipped a couple, but we got this one.
Yeah.
So fight scenes and everything like that. What were your favorite little fighty scenes, Mr. Harold?
I liked. We kind of talked about it earlier, I think, but it was when they shot one that the main source of the light was the machine guns. It was like in that hallway.
Yeah,
that was hard. That was hard as heck.
Yeah.
He done that. I think Matt Reeves did that in another movie, didn't he?
Did he?
I don't know.
I want to say I thought he did something like that.
It seems like something that would have also fit in the Planet of the Apes movies.
Yeah. I love that scene though. That was probably my favorite of the fight scenes. I was like, man, this is awesome. That and the car chase, that was sick.
Yeah, those were my two favorites.
Yeah, the car chase was cool.
Yeah, both scenes I remember like seeing in the trailer and being like, okay, this looks all right. And then just like getting to the scenes in the movie where like it kind of builds up to it. Watching both of those scenes, I was like, oh, this is sick.
Yeah, it was sick. Yeah. They were tight. They were really good in context for sure.
That the introduction of the Batmobile with its like jet.
That was awesome. That was tight.
It was like a Panther growl or whatever.
Probably my favorite Batmobile.
That's probably why he's sad, man. You know how much gas costs right
now? I know. Dang.
That's why he was bummed.
So it blew through $60 just in that one little opening bit. It's like that's why it stalled.
Vancouver gas is over $2 at the moment. It's ridiculous.
Oh, that must be sad. Over $2.
Oh, well, I guess I feel like it's equally, I guess, like currency exchange wise.
Yeah. I think last time I was at the pump, it was about $4.50 or something.
Dang.
Yeah.
77.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
We're on our way there, but
imagine if you're still in California, Josh. I think it was $6.
My grandma texted me that she was punching the air for sure. She was mad that the prices are going up. She's like, dude, I'm not even going nowhere. I'm like, man, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I don't blame you at all.
Like I told Harold, it's like it's one of those like gas is one of those things that you have in order to get around. So it's like you got to pay it regardless. It's like it's just suck it up. I mean, maybe don't get McDonald's for breakfast on Sunday. Like
no.
My girlfriend
get out some trips.
My girlfriend is moving into van in the spring, and like she's like, I really want to buy a car, and I'm like, it's just not worth it right now.
You guys have public transportation, like stay with that stuff, man.
We have like car sharing programs there are lots of options.
We don't have like real public transportation, so like all the cities that do, it's very envious.
Yeah,
Like, man, it must be nice to just take a bus to work. I'm waiting for my job to, because Harold knows how big they are. I'm waiting for them to just have like, Oliver, like in Silicon Valley, where they have like the Hooli bus that goes and like picks the people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love for that.
That's awesome.
Like,
that would be funny.
The pay bus, like that would be dope. I would love to ride that.
So they spent all their money on the naming rights to the old Chesapeake Center.
Pretty much, yeah.
On God.
Yeah.
We can't afford that no more.
Exactly.
Anyway, Batman.
We're talking here. Anyway, so Batman. Favorite parts. So we kind of talked about, fights and everything. I really enjoyed just the banter. Like, I thought it was really like the dialogue bits where I thought were done very, very well. I liked the banter between Batman and Gordon. I thought that was really good. The banter between Batman and Catwoman was a little sometimes, but I mean, I thought it was okay. I as much as I love the whole Batman and Catwoman thing, I was really hoping for Oliver knows. I was really hoping for Wonder Woman. Like that's that one. It'll never happen.
It can still happen if Snyderverse continues. Hey, that's not happening.
I thought that was fine. It was good for what it was. But yeah, I wanted more of Gordon and Batman. Like that was what I really liked. Because I mean, I really loved Gotham, and Jim Gordon in that, it's just like it really expands on his character. And he always has he's really good with a partner. So like when he has Bullock in Gotham, it's really good stuff. So I feel like Jim Gordon needs that partner. And with Batman, he has that partner.
Yeah.
You're able to do a lot more with this character instead of, is that a bat? I better light the bat signals. The Riddler's along the loop. And then you get from him. And then he rushes home and he's like, where's Barbara? And that's basically how he goes.
Nice.
Yeah.
I agree with you on that one because even in the Nolan films, wherever there's a little bit more of a Bruce and Jim connection and everything, they don't really work cases together necessarily. It's like Batman shows up on certain things and says, hey, it's like Jim, come pick this guy up or whatever. And there's a little bit of interaction and stuff like that, but they're not actively working a case together like they are here and everything. So like I was mentioning earlier about like the dynamic duo, whatever. There's like two, I guess, instead of Bruce and Alfred, it's Bruce and Jim.
Yeah.
Let's go around.
I mean, they were interacting. I liked the way that Jim and Batman kind of went at each other in the Dark Knight movies, especially like at the end of the Dark Knight, where like Jim suddenly has this like moment of appreciation for him. Mm-hmm. But I also liked that in this movie, Jim got to see Batman as just like this guy doing what he does. Every now and then he just kind of disappears. I don't know. He's a smart guy in a bat suit. We'll take what we can get.
Yeah. Yeah, but everybody's so corrupt around him. He's like, police commissioners was part of the whole Renew bribe scheme and everything. And I guess at the end, whenever they managed to get to Falcone, there was more folks that are like legit. It's like out of everybody. But yeah, it's like at least prior to that, everybody's kind of like, dang man, it's like who's not corrupt here,
What I liked that I thought was really cool was like just all the it was like very detective noir kind of a feel.
Yeah.
Voiceover. And then I liked you get someone that said earlier about like how it seemed like just more like grounded or real. And it's like there's moments like at the end when they need to tear up the carpet. He doesn't know what the carpet thing is.
Yes. Yeah.
But as soon as the guy mentions what it is, he's able to put it together.
Big. Yes.
Yeah. I was like, okay, that's cool. It's like realistic of like he needed that missing piece, and when he got it, he figured it out. Like, and really like the most out there thing, with the gadgets and everything is like those contact lenses, but that's really still not even really like
the contact lens.
That's not that too far fetched. Like that could easily be a thing soon. So it all seemed pretty tangible. I mean, it wasn't. It was over the top in some parts, but I mean, it's a superhero movie, so
yeah.
I do like what they did with the contact lenses and like kind of how they used those as a way to like kind of get us to know Catwoman.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
It's a comic movie, but again, it's more of a real comic book movie. It wasn't like somebody was standing on a building and like holding one building and then holding a helicopter and trying to like not let the helicopter. A little bit more real.
Yeah. It also like felt more like a comic book turned into a movie. Like it reminded me a lot of like the Zack Snyder Watchmen.
Oh yeah.
Movie.
That's a great point.
Well, speaking of that, I was thinking like with the voiceover and stuff with Bruce and everything. I was like, shoot, actually, and his whole mindset throughout the rest of the movie is like, but dang, you're closer to being Rorschach than you are actually Batman at the moment.
Yeah. But like even then, like if you're just watching the movie as a movie and you hear the narration, you could think, oh well, this is kind of corny. I don't know if I like this narration very much. But if you imagine it more as like those sort of like rectangular blocks of text, as you're going through shots of the city, then you're like, oh, it feels like a comic book.
Yeah.
That I really like those bits, especially the voiceover. I thought the voiceover was really good. And it does help when you do kind of base it off of something like this is based off of The Long Halloween. And because it takes place during Halloween and everything like that, the majority of the story is that. So when you actually have something and aren't just trying to make something up off, from nothing, DC, you get good movies. Just saying, like
we can have just like independent good stories.
Yep.
We don't need Joker though. We don't need the Joker.
Yes, we do.
We can have the Joker, but we don't need Joker 2019.
You don't want Jared Leto? You don't want
That's different Joker. I like the Joker as a villain. I just didn't like the Joker movie.
Okay, kind of final thoughts on this, and then we can go into something a little bit more fun. So, final thoughts on the Batman.
I know people had like a lot of qualms with the runtime, but for how long it was, I mean, it was really not a big standout moment that I was like, all right, this is kind of dragging. It kept me interested the entire time, and I mean, if it can do that, then I'm like. Plus, it's like I just love watching movies, so it's like if it's longer, then it's just like good for me anyway. So, but I like that. I like that it was able to like kind of keep me going, keep it going, and keep me entertained the whole time. Personally,
I definitely noticed the runtime, but not necessarily in the sense of like there were too many scenes. It was just like everything took a long time to happen.
Yeah. It's like I think the first time watching it, it's like it felt like whenever they brought down Falcone or whatever that almost felt like the end.
Yeah.
It kind of did.
Yeah, but then he gets shot and it's like, oh wait, it's like there's Riddler again. It's the main guy.
That's true.
Yeah. Like, oh yeah, the Riddler's here.
Well, you don't need to actually see him until then. It was like the third act. They were like, "Oh crap, this is a superhero movie. We gotta do all this thing with the Gotham Square Garden." And I was like, "Come on."
Yeah, all right.
But yeah, it was like felt like they shoehorned it in there in the third act.
Well, it is kind of good because it's like it makes you think. Like, I love like the Twitch aspect of like.
Yes.
Some like weird like black market alt-right Twitch.
Yeah.
What's that? The alt-right Twitch again? The one that Trump
was it 4chan or something? Or
no, whatever. It's basically.
I mean, it's also that.
I forgot what it was called. Yeah, but I know what you're talking about.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's like it's like he's in all of his social media.
Better dead than red or whatever. Better red than dead. I don't know. .com
Wow.
garbage.
Yeah.
Is that a real thing?
Well, I mean,
probably.
that's a McCarthy eraism.
Okay. Oh, right. Well, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's called something stupid. My
I can't remember
streaming service. But yeah, basically that like it's because and he's got his like 500 followers.
Yeah.
But the 500 followers who actually come out though.
Yeah, like
that is true.
Yeah.
They did come out. So like he asked them, he was like, hey, on whatever this time and like whatever, I need you guys there. And he tweeted it out. And the guy was like, yeah, and they came and they stormed that Gotham City arena. All right.
Yeah.
He's like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah.
We need to know where he was on January 6th is what we're saying.
We do.
We have to know where he was.
I was wanting him to do a like, comment, subscribe. Like
that would have been rich.
Yeah.
I just blew up the DA. Be sure and like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to hit notification buttons. That way you're all of my.
Anyway, thank you, Noodles Slurper 69 for the subscription.
Thanks for the love, bro.
5 months.
Thanks for the super chat.
That would have been in the director's cut. We need Matt in the director's cut. We need a super chat that like pops up. Like we need that, please. That would be amazing.
Just one person in the chat that just all of a sudden just says show feet.
Oh God.
It does the voiceover too. It's like Apple fan 3D368 said, please show us your feet. You know, that would be great.
So there's something about a pizza party or something, right?
Oh my God.
This is Josh knows what I'm talking about.
Anyway, yeah. So, what would you guys give film? Oh, also, the cinematography really good. I really liked all.
Yeah.
That they did phenomenal.
Made the movie.
Anytime that Batman is looking out over Gotham, it looks so good. That and the scene where he's like he's walking like all the people through when he's got the flare and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. It looks really good. What would you guys give this movie? Pass, stream, rent, or buy?
I would rent it. I'm not attached enough to the DC universe that I would buy it, but it was definitely worth spending money to see.
You need to watch Justice League Unlimited.
Okay.
That'll get you. That'll DC.
Yeah, they'll DCify you. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Go Harold.
I'm wrestling with this one, but I think I would land on rent too. It maybe after some time has passed, it could work its way up, but it's like I'm a little bit nervous about recency bias too. And then also people were coming out immediately saying this is better than anything Nolan ever did, and I'm like, I don't know about that, but I mean, I'm like, you're doing too much. It was good, but calm down, like.
Yeah.
So I would say rent.
Movies don't need to be better than completely other movies.
Know, man.
Yeah.
Other movies can be good at the same time.
Yeah.
I personally allow myself to enjoy things, so I don't really care either way. But people
Rip
just
to you, but I'm different.
Yeah.
I'm built different.
All right. So for me, it's a buy for me all the way. You know, I'll be sure to watch it on my OLED here. So especially this really dark movie, I'm sure it'll look pretty good on it.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Oh, dude, that the fight scene in the hallway.
That'll be tight.
Oh yeah.
So good.
That'll be tight.
So for me, I usually buy all Batman movies just because I really like all the Batman films. And again, that's usually what I do. And this one, however, after seeing it twice, however, it's really not an exception. I'm going to buy it. I mean,
yeah, I knew you were going to do that. I can see it.
Had me for a second, I will say.
Had me in the first half.
I'm going to buy it because it's it was good. I like Detective Batman, and
I did like that.
Batman in a long time. So it was nice to see Detective Batman again.
Yeah. I will say I would like, I don't know, I think in this 21st century, I think if we had just suddenly, if the next Batman movie was just like a return to like weird, wacky, like flamboyant Batman and like really big out there villains other than the Joker, I wouldn't complain.
Got that Joel
BBS,
Schumacher verse.
Yeah, I want to get that Jim Carrey Riddler back in here.
The Neo Frank Gorshin.
I want to see villains just having a blast.
You bring in Condiment King.
Polka Dot Man, bring him back. Bring Nelson back.
Yeah.
Polka Dot Man. Okay, so we are doing an episode that's going to come out this Friday where we basically make a Batman movie. So we've got a bunch of guests on and we're going to make a Batman film. Basically from scratch. But
Nothing by Gaslight, basically.
Nothing by Gaslight would be a great movie. But I think we should say, what would you like to see in the next Pattinson film?
Hmm.
Connor already basically said he wants.
Yeah, he wants Mr. Freeze. He wants Clayface. He wants Clayface. That's who he wants.
He's so good.
I don't know if I want that for a Pattinson or a Pattinson movie. I think for the next Pattinson movie, I think it would be an interesting combo. Say what I have about the Joker movie. I think Pattinson and Joaquin Phoenix's Joker would be a really cool combination. I know it's not going to be that because they've already introduced a Joker.
They've also already introduced a Bruce Wayne. He's like he's the small baby.
Sure.
The Joker ones.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe a very old Joker.
Yeah. I mean, Joaquin Phoenix is already like visibly older than Robert Pattinson, so I don't know if it'd be a huge stretch.
Well, I mean, we're looking at like almost 25 plus years though.
I guess.
So that would have happened between the Joker and the Batman.
I'd be down to see an elderly Joker.
I wouldn't mind seeing that. It's like see Bruce beat up old people now.
Just an old cackling crazy clown.
Yeah.
Like an old prospector Joker.
Exactly.
Big tapioca pudding heist.
Yeah. He's got like a cane that he has to lean on, but it's still a like bejeweled cane.
Yeah. He's got a gun in it.
Yeah.
So I don't think we do Joker next Pattinson film. I think that we teased it in this one. So we're setting it up. But absence makes the heart grow fonder. So you don't put him in the second Pattinson film. You do Mr. Freeze. And
I love Mr. Freeze so much. And
the big one, you bring in Dick Grayson. You bring in
that would be tight.
Robin.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I would say you bring in Poison Ivy.
Oh, would also be cool.
Especially since
I don't know if you bring in Poison Ivy with Mr. Freeze again.
I'm not saying
bring him all in. Just do it again.
Rogues Gallery movie.
Pattinson versus the Suicide Squad.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh man.
I mean, you could tie it to that. You could bring in.
You could.
Like whatever. What was Idris Elba's guy?
Bloodsport.
You could. That would be pretty interesting.
I'd watch it.
He's the one that killed the parent. Only like the reason I want Dick Grayson in there is because we've never had child Dick Grayson, and I feel like you could do it well if you did like All-Star Batman and Robin. Like
we have in the Lego Batman movie.
This
is canon.
This is true. But live action, we've not had a live action go because I mean the two live action Robins that we've had have both been in their late 20s. So maybe we don't do that. Maybe we go for a child. And there's enough good child actors out there now. Connor, get the kid from Adam Project to be Dick Grayson.
Sure.
Because I mean, Dick Grayson is kind of cocky too.
Yeah.
Like you give a little bit of that cocky attitude. Or I think that would be really good.
Or you get one of the Stranger Things kids.
I think they're too old.
I guess at this point, yeah.
They're almost in their 20s. Like, it would have been like season.
They look young.
Things, yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
I think if you got like a 12, maybe 14-year-old to be a Dick Grayson, I think you could do a lot of really good stuff with that. You can have Batman have another partner when Commissioner Gordon's not there and when Alfred's not there. So he has a Robin. I think you can build a lot of really good story with that, and you get a lot of really cool bits. And the only reason I'm bringing, Robin up is because of the throwaway line that in what? Say what?
I said the ends, like the very end, since it's all like Cataclysm or whatever, is like Batman trying to patrol everything just by himself.
Yeah, but I mean, not only that, but like there's the throwaway line that Alfred says is that when he's like, it reminds me of my time in the circus, and it's like, oh, well, where are the Graysons from? Haley's Circus. Bring some circus in there. I think it would be really cool. So I mean, because you've already kind of got it, started a little bit. I'm not a big fan of the whole like the kid that was like the mayor of Gotham's son gonna be Robin. I'm not.
Yeah. I was like,
we already have.
He still got a mom.
Like we already have way too many Robins. Like there's too many. We've got Stephanie. Like we've got the boys. We've got Stephanie Brown. We've got Carrie Kelly. We've got too many Robins. We should just pick one that we don't have and use that one, and not.
Is it your boy Damian?
Not need to pick Damian ever.
Just pull a real ballsy move and bring in Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan be punching the air.
Robin Blake or whatever.
Stuff like that doesn't make any sense, and you're like, no, if you're gonna just make it. I think we're due for a Robin. We're due for a good Robin.
I agree.
I feel like that can give you a little bit of the fun campiness of the Batman that Connor wants, and you can still keep it, serious-esque. Especially if you have like a good story villain like
Clayface.
Not Clayface. For Clayface episode. No, like a really good villain like Mr. Freeze is somebody that can pull at the heartstrings, kind of make him like Sandman from the Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
He's like a bad guy, but it's like, yeah, but he's a bad guy.
Yeah.
And steals your heart. Yeah.
Keep it real. Like keep it based in reality as much as you can. No, big, huge like gun thing.
Yeah.
Shoots a ice blast.
Yeah, keep it very like utilitarian.
Yeah, give him something where like maybe he's created some sort of vial and he can throw it at people, or he can like does something and it's like a small little like spray thing and it freezes them. Maybe it's like a liquid nitrogen thing. You could do something like that, or heck, just do a liquid nitrogen bomb and it just freezes a bunch of people. And that's how he does the freeze thing. That's why he's Mr. Freeze. Like he doesn't need to have like a ray gun and shoot things. And I also don't think you make him like a cold man.
Make him a cold-blooded killer.
You can make him a cold-blooded killer. I don't think you just make him like a blue man that lives in a
pineapple under the sea.
Got like the Buzz Lightyear dome.
Yeah, we don't need Buzz Lightyear, Mr. Freeze. Like we don't need that. Like keep it in reality.
Yeah.
What would you guys like to see?
Nicolas Cage egghead. No, y'all go.
So I'm on the camp of give me something super out there a little bit. So I've been interjecting Clayface quite a bit. So I don't know. I was like, do something crazy like that. Or let's see who's another kind of weird one that they haven't really done too well with. I do a Scarecrow one again.
The ventriloquist guy.
You could do the Mad Hatter.
Nah.
Oh, you literally say something. No, that's no. Be like, how about this? They're like, no.
Didn't know there was a Mad Hatter DC villain.
Yeah. Mad Hatter.
Okay. Ventriloquist sounds cool though.
Oh,
puppets are terrifying.
I think that'd be good. Like opening act, like take him down real quick or something.
It's the Annabelle crossover.
Yeah.
You could do a Black Mask.
Yeah, it's like
you've already kind of done it with Ewan, but that would be hilarious if you brought Ewan McGregor back as Black Mask.
Have Black Mask and Penguin squaring up in the TV show.
Oh, that would be fun. Like, oh yeah, I would like to see that. That would be interesting.
I forgot to shout out Colin Farrell because I kept forgetting that was him.
Oh yeah.
That was awesome, and
he was clearly having a lot of fun with that role.
He crushed it.
Yeah. some of the best jokes came from him too. It's like,
Yeah.
World's greatest detectives. You don't know Spanish. El Rata Alada. You mean La Rata Alada?
Also, the URL Rata thing. I rolled my eyes so hard at that.
Well, here's the thing that that's like some Gen Z, like, Twitch level garbage.
Yeah.
Pandering. How dare they?
You could do Bane. No,
Tom Hardy is Bane. That'd be cool. Oh wait, they did that.
Speaking of Bane, like, what was that stuff that he injected in his leg? Is that just like that adrenaline or venom?
I think it's adrenaline.
Don't make it green because you get us all excited.
Yeah, it's venom. He's gonna get all addicted and stuff.
They didn't have the pearl necklace snapping, falling to the ground.
I missed that, man. That should be the thing on my dislikes. I have to see that every Batman movie. It's like it's a must, man.
No. I was kind of okay that it wasn't in this one.
Yeah.
Seeing it once, we never need to see it again.
All the time, man. It's not a Batman movie without it. It's just Rorschach now,
It's the checklist.
There is really this trend in like the newer superhero movies of we're just done with backstories and origin stories.
It's like, y'all know what happened.
It's just like you've seen the other movies.
Well, you say that, but we've also got Miss Marvel coming out.
I just saw the preview for that. I wonder how it's going to be.
I don't know. They've already changed their superhero set, which is a little bit weird.
Yeah, I did see that.
It would be cool if you did Deathstroke.
Yeah,
Deathstroke would be really cool. But also, like, if you might as well bring Joe Manganiello in, that'd be hilarious too. Bring him back. He didn't get to do it, so like let him do it. But I think if you could connect it a little bit to something like the Suicide Squad, like you can do Idris Elba, like make him a little bit more like not as jokey because obviously he's not going to be in that. And then I feel like if you do that, you can kind of bring in like slowly over 2 movies, bring in the Court of Owls.
Yeah.
I feel like if you do something like that, it would be really interesting.
What about Ra's al Ghul? You think that could work in this universe?
Adam and Nolan.
We did.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just thinking if that could work.
But I want that Lazarus pit if you're gonna bring him in.
Yeah, here's the thing: like, does magic exist in this universe? Is it gonna be like Game of Thrones, where magic exists in the first 2 seasons and never again? Like we have a smoke baby, and then it's like we can no longer do magic ever again.
Were the White Walkers not magic?
I think if they do any like sort of fantasy element, particularly with this like style of the DC universe, it has to be like really, really creepy in the sense of like I wouldn't want to see any like CG, like energy blast kind of style magic. I want to see things just happening that are impossible. Like people just vanish or like, I don't know. It would be difficult, but I think like one of the cool things about like this movie is just how real everything was.
Yeah.
They could try to ground it, like do like a science kind of a route that he's trying to find some like genome or some shit that is like makes you.
So maybe Raish and you can do. I like the science aspect. I think that's really cool. So you can take
Man-Bat,
and then maybe you can take Raish, but then so he's doing the science bit, and who does he? Maybe he grabs some sort of Mr. Victor Freeze, who is also trying to work on something that's going to bring his wife back. And then you can have these 2 together and have a Raish and a Mr. Freeze at the same time.
Yeah,
maybe.
I think if you're going to have like magic, like attempted to be explained with science, I think there should still be a certain like margin of uncertainty.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the movie, I wouldn't want to be entirely sure how everything happens.
You could for something like that. You could also pair Bruce with somebody who's like an actual magic practitioner, like Satana or something.
That would be
because in the other animated stuff, they're like friends from childhood or whatever.
You know what? Screw it.
Bring in Asbestos Man.
We're gonna bring Clarion the Witch Boy as.
Oh God!
A big deep dive, folks.
Bringing in Batmite.
Oh no.
Batman is during R.
Okay.
Okay. I think we've done a good job. I think we all enjoyed the bats.
Mm-hmm.
2 of us would buy it, and 2 of us are wrong. No. So final thoughts, like on Batman, on sequels. Do you want to have more Battinson, or would you rather have like something like a Batfleck, or have it be more in like the current there's really not a DCEU. It's just kind of all like up in the air. Or would you rather have like a Batman that's more with those people, or a Batman that's off by themselves?
I kind of have a spot in my heart for both, because I mean, it's like, because I'm one of those people that, I did like the connected Snyder stuff for the most part and everything. So having your comic book Batman that could go toe to toe with gods and stuff like that, I thought was actually pretty cool. But yeah, it's like these. What was that?
You want 2 different Batmans? Do you want Pattinson to do the X-Men route where he's just off by himself the entire time, and then you want somebody like an Affleck to do the super team up stuff?
Yeah, I'd be down for that. Yeah, because it seems like what they're doing with Pattinson stuff is they're also trying to expand that on HBO and stuff, and do like the part of the reason why the movie is so long is just to kind of introduce a whole lot of folks and then be able to do spin-off shows and stuff with them. So I'm down for that sort of stuff.
It's kind of like not, I don't think it's happening anymore.
So there's, I think one turned into the Arkham show, I think. So there's, it's like Gotham Central or whatever, turned into Arkham, whatever. And then you got Penguin trying to rise or whatever. And then you got maybe a Catwoman show. I'd be down for that because I like Zoe Kravitz.
If only they could just take all of those shows and just combine them into one show. Maybe call it something like based on the name of the city, something like that, like Origin.
Bloodhaven.
Bloodhaven. Like that she mentioned that she was going to go to Bloodhaven. I was like, good. I'm glad she's going to Bloodhaven.
Yeah, just right next door.
A little bit in world.
Who names a place that?
Comic book people.
Well, it's Bloodhaven, so they were probably
Bloodhaven. Yeah,
it's probably the Germans.
They knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
So was I the only one that got like physically like ill whenever like Bruce and Selena go different ways? I'm like, no, it's like, fool, go to the left, bro.
I was waiting for her to turn around because like he's like looking in the like little mirror, little weird. I was waiting for her to be like, oh, or like them to like switch to a shot, but she was like,
I'm out.
I ain't looking back.
I ain't looking back, man. It's like
See You Again by Charlie Puth just starts playing.
Yeah.
I wanted, a sad, like, Hot Topic song to be playing.
We did get that Nirvana song that they really milked for all it's worth.
They played it twice. Yeah, at the beginning, at the end. They should have had another closing voiceover wherever it was like going with the Rorschach thing I said earlier, whatever. It's like the city will reach out and shout, "Save us!" and I'll whisper, "I'm going left with Selena."
If only,
if only, man. It's like I'm like Alfred, man. It's like, Bruce, just be happy, bro. It's like go left.
You think Alfred survived?
Like, yeah, he's still underwater.
That's the thing. Like the dam broke or the levees broke, and like all the flood came in, and we don't know what floor Alfred was on. Like we don't know what happened to Alfred. Did he?
Alfred seems like a very capable Alfred.
Yeah. Oh, this probably just going to be for Oliver. But did you like that they kind of added like a Mrs. Cooper style character?
Yeah.
I was like, for folks that don't know, in the 1966 Batman, the one with Adam West and Burt Ward, there's a character, there's Alfred, but then there's also a maid, and her name is Mrs. Cooper, and she's Dick Grayson's aunt. I
think so. Yeah,
that is in the show. Like it's Dick Grayson's aunt, because I guess he's not an orphan boy. Because in the 60s they were like orphans. No, too dark. So yeah, like I like that they kind of added, like put her in there. I was like, that's a nice little touch. I don't remember what her name was. I don't believe they call her Mrs. Cooper.
So they didn't. I forget. It's like they did say he's like it was
her name, but like I don't remember what it was. But like when I saw her, I was like, oh, Mrs. Cooper. I thought it was great. All right. Where can everybody find you since social media wise?
Go ahead, Connor.
Okay. You can find me on Twitter at Connor Thiessen. You can find me also on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok at Tall Lanky Guy 96. And then I'm on YouTube and Twitch as Tall Lanky Guy.
We'll stream soon.
We will.
We'll make it happen.
We're gonna make it happen. It didn't work out the first time, but
yeah, it will. We'll make it work. Yeah. Harold, what about you and your things that you do on Mondays?
Yeah, sure, man. If you're in Oklahoma City, I do a thing called After School Anime every night, 6 to 8, showing different just anime shows, adjacent shows, movies, stuff like that. Some pretty fun things. So come hang if you're in Oklahoma City for sure. You can follow me on social media. It's Harold Story, SOREY. Don't forget the EB. And Tunes Podcast, TUNES/TOONS. That's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Google Play, wherever you listen to your podcasts. Just talk about different things, music, animation, what have you.
Did you say where they can go watch After School Anime?
Oh yeah, it's at Ponyboy in Oklahoma City. Forget the address, but it's on 23rd Street, right next to Tower Theater.
Real quick, what were they doing on Monday? Like there was that line of people that were going to like, I don't know if it was the body piercing or the Atomic Lotus.
It's only so many people are allowed inside, so that it just queues up like it's a line to that tattoo place or piercing place or whatever it is.
Like I hadn't seen it because like they had a table out,
yeah,
and stuff. I was like, are they doing like a special event? Like I was really confused because like there were a ton of people. Because like I got there pretty early. Like I didn't go home after work because like I got so it was like maybe like 5:15 when I showed up. So I was just parked in that parking lot across the street, just looking, and like it was queued that entire time. So I was like, what is going on? And like it just never got shorter because like every time somebody would go, there was like 2 more people that would take the place. It was ridiculous.
Like a Hydra head.
Yeah.
Like people were coming on, they had like the sheets of paper and everything, and I was like, man,
it gets busy, man. I don't know if it's like they have like a special on Mondays or what, but it's like forever queued up there.
Do tattoo and piercing places have clearance sales?
They got free wings or something.
Sleeves half off.
I think it was maybe like their birthday or something, and maybe they were doing like get like a X percentage off of like tattoo. But it was weird because it's like there were so many people there. We'll get to you, Oliver. Don't worry. There were so many.
I'm unimportant, man. It's like
so many people that I was like, there's no way that all of these people are getting tattoos.
Dude, I don't know.
50 people back there giving tattoos. Like it was incredible. Like it was crazy. I was like, good Lord.
Everybody's getting their belly button pierced for the summer.
You know what?
Mm-hmm.
I can see that. That's the line.
Oliver, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at where are you? And that's it. That's all you need to know.
Yep. Probably should have done that before I went into my spiel.
Yeah, I was like, it's real quick.
Yeah. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Josh L. Kane. You can find the podcast on the Instagram at What's Up Fandom on What's Up Fandom PC for podcasts. All of our episodes, iTunes, Stitcher, Podbean, Google Play, Spotify, Audible. Check out our video content on YouTube. Go to our website, animationstationpodcast.com. You can watch us there. And thanks to thanks to 1 out of 10 for the intro and outro for this episode. Check them out on Spotify. That's 1 out of 10. And thanks to Wild Bill Soda for sponsoring this episode. Get yourself some delicious craft soda. Go to drinkwildbills.com. Use code Fandom10 at checkout. Get some soda, get some coffee, get some peanuts, get some jerky, get some barbecue sauce, get some tumblers, get some mugs, get some shot glasses, get a collapsible shot glass, get a metal straw so you can not kill a turtle. But I guess technically you could kill a turtle with it, just whack it on the head. But yeah, so definitely check them out. Again, that's drinkwildbills.com. Use code Fandom10 at checkout to get 10% off. What are you drinking out of, Harold?
Just a Bad Brad's cup.
What is Bad Brad's?
Barbecue place.
Oh,
it sounds like the name of a barbecue place.
It really does. Now, as soon as I said it, I was like, "That's so like on the nose."
What are you having? Are you having another like IPA that does not have the alcohol content listed on the can?
That's just water.
Oh, that's kind of boring. Only people drink water.
Yep, you're super
boring,
Josh.
Genius. That's comedic genius.
That's a gag just for our YouTube viewers.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to see fun gags that Josh does, go to YouTube, watch it on YouTube. And if you're watching on YouTube, be sure and like it. No.
Like and subscribe, like the Joker. Not the Joker, the Riddler.
Yeah,
it could be the Joker too. We don't know.
Help us have more followers than the Riddler.
Please.
So we must get above 500 for the Riddler.
It was like 537 or something like that. So 550, guys, we've done it.
Yep. But then you also got to make sure they come out for your stuff too.
Yeah.
Be real dedicated and crazy.
We've got maybe merch coming soon.
Ooh.
Maybe that Patreon.
I love me some maybe merch.
Yeah, maybe merch, maybe Patreon. Also, I think we should get like a Frank Gorshin Batman. I love Frank Gorshin Riddler, but Paul Dano Riddler's not bad.
He's not bad, yeah.
Again, no Frank Gorshin. So for What's Up Fandom, I'm Josh.
Honor.
Carey. Oliver.
And I'm Harold.
Bye, everybody.
This writer is my philosophy about living in such a world.